Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Conservatives have claimed victory in Iran this week after many pro-reform candidates seeking social and political change were barred from contesting the election. However, critics of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad accuse him of lifting inflation into double digits. Voters were concerned about dramatic increases in the cost of living as they headed to the polls. Some of them talked about what they hope to see in their new government.
I expect them to deal with people's problems and difficulties, economic problems. They need to resolve our economic hardship.
The selected candidate has to support the Iranian president to protect our nuclear rights, someone who keeps across cultural and economic issues.
I will vote for a candidate who will sympathize with people, do something for them and be educated, not work for the foreigners, work for the people and think about the nation, not give in to the bullies.
What can Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas accomplish by resuming peace talks with Israel? That was our question of the week this week, and it sparked a lot of debate on our YouTube website. A viewer in Australia questions the commitment of everyone involved. Before the peace talks can truly resolve anything, there needs to be a true want and desire between all involved for actual peace. Not just talk of it, but an actual desire for it. A viewer in the United Kingdom is not optimistic about resumption of talks. There will never be peace while the likes of Hamas are allowed to interfere and cause chaos. Peacekeeping forces are needed in that part of the world. A viewer from Ramallah living in the US isn't optimistic about a positive outcome. Neither the Palestinian people nor Israelis will gain anything from these talks as long as Hamas is out of the equation. As for Abbas, he can remain on his path of photo opportunism. About 200 students have competed in a marathon in what was once one of Iraq's most dangerous cities. Residents of Falluja lined the streets to cheer on their friends and family members last week. Mohammed Abdul Hamid, who ran barefoot because he has no running shoes, crossed the line first and took home the $1,000 prize. Police are hoping the sports festivals will entertain people and promote peace and stability now that local forces have taken over security in the city. Hamid can take his winnings and run out for a new pair of shoes. That's it for this edition. Next week's question of the week is, will Turkey's attacks on northern Iraq pose a long-term threat to the country's stability? Please post a video mail or email on our YouTube website and we'll try to get to the best ones in the show. And do keep sending in your questions and comments and pointing us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera. Some of the content has been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.